full-time MMA?
MMA.
Nothing
Yeah.
else?
My life, man, yeah.
Or is this full-time MMA now?
I love full-time MMA right now.
Back to the daily grind. Thanks for checking out the channel. Make sure to subscribe if you're new and hook your boy up with a like if you're not a baby back bagel biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
In wake of the recent tragic shooting in Las Vegas, the home of the UFC, the deadliest shooting in American history, mass shooting, the UFC has confirmed they will be donating $1 million to the families affected. And that's awesome to see. You know, Las Vegas is the home of the UFC, so it's definitely good to see them holding down home turf. They also said that as far as they know, UFC 216 is definitely still going on, unless, you know, the city of Las Vegas for some reason like cancels it. But to their knowledge, they still plan on having UFC 216 Tony Ferguson versus Kevin Lee on October 7th, next Saturday, which is 1 week out from the shooting. And on top of the UFC donating $1 million, Joe Rogan, he's doing a comedy show. I think he usually does every time he hosts a Las Vegas UFC event. He does a comedy show, and he'll also be donating 100% of those proceeds. I'm going to do a video on that after this. Uriah Faber, a lot of people in the MMA community are coming out, banding together, and, you know, they're, I mean, not even just in the MMA community, but, you know, since we're an MMA channel, it's good to see our side holding it down. It's always good to see people come together in times like this. It's never good to see times like this, but it's definitely good to see people come together and help families affected. I mean, we've seen it in the floods recently in Texas. We've seen, you know, Derek Lewis from the MMA community, but not only Derek Lewis. I mean, you just see people helping people. So, I mean, the UFC, they're holding it down for home turf, donating $1 million. UFC 216, that is actually, you know, good news that UFC 216 is still going down for MMA fans. Tony Ferguson, wouldn't that be crazy if that fight of all fights got canceled due to some it's, you know, you can't control? Wouldn't it be crazy if UFC 216 was canceled because of this, which means there was no interim title fight, which means Conor McGregor could fight Nate Diaz for the title with no hurdles? That would be crazy, but it's not. And Demetrius Johnson's fight would have got, dude, it would have just been so, like, insane if both of those fights would have got canceled due to some shit like this. Because both of those fights, I mean, are technically rescheduled. The interim lightweight title fight is rescheduled. Demetrius Johnson versus Ray Borg is rescheduled. So if they both got canceled again, oh, that would have been crazy. But they're not being canceled. So it is what it is, man. Let the hitters know what the fuck you tell me in the comments. I'm out. I saw a poster today and someone was asking, have you seen my cat? So I called the number and said that I actually had not seen their cat. I like to help where I can.
Bye, Felicia.